I've always been intrigued by and mysterious creatures from folk stories and legends. The Leshy is said to live somewhere deep in the forest, but almost no one has ever seen him in person. Stories of his power and cruelty have always left me in awe. I decided to go in search of this mysterious creature, but my expectations were far from reality. One morning, I set out into the taiga, armed only with my backpack, camera, and a small set of tools for exploring the environment. I decided that I would find the tracks of the Leshika and capture them in a photograph. Where I live, it is believed that an encounter with a Leshy can bring incredible luck, and I have always been a dreamer and eager for adventure. At first, everything seemed prosperous. I took a long way through the dense forest, avoiding puzzles of branches and dense thickets. But as I went deeper, I soon felt the real terror. The sun was hiding behind thick clouds, and the forest sounds became ominous. The chirping of birds was replaced by shrill cries, and the fragrant smell of flowers and earth was replaced by the stench of rotting vegetation. My steps were heavy and leisurely, as if drawn by an invisible force that insidiously beckoned me deeper into the forest. Occasionally, I heard strange sounds from behind bushes and trees, but as I came closer, the source disappeared. Or it seemed that it was only an illusion of my tired imagination. It seemed that the Leshy was playing with me, mocking my naivete. As I continued on my way, the forest grew more and more colossal and menacing. The trees seemed to be its guardians. Their branches formed into threatening stances, as if reaching out their vicious arms, ready to grab me and pull me into their embrace. It was then that I heard it. Distant rustles and whispered voices on the wind. I stopped and readied my camera, ready to capture this encounter on film. My heart was beating frantically in my chest, with excitement and fear at the same time. And then I saw him. Bony and mangled appearance, with a shaggy beard and eyes full of anger. The Leshy held an unusually large club in his hands, like a baler ready to throw out its owner to protect its depths from weary explorers like me. His gaze pierced through my being, as if furtively watching my every move, my every thought. In that moment, I realized that everything I had been searching for, all that excitement and thirst for adventure, had been a mistake. This wasn't the Leshy waiting for me to make me happier. This was a true threat, ready to consume my life and destroy all my dreams. I made a decision to retreat, but my legs refused to obey. The Leshy, as if sensing my weakness, began to approach. I made a last attempt to put a curse on him, stretching out my open palm in front of me. But he only laughed with a rustle of leaves and, as if imitating a mockery, stretched out his icy hand to swallow me whole. I closed my eyes and waited, but nothing happened. When I opened my eyes, I realized that I was alone. The Leshy disappeared and left only the wind playing in the leaves. Now, when I return to normal life, I often think of that horrible experience. It reminds me that some things are better left unexplored, and instead cherish what we already have.